Hello to Nadia Shah's friends and fans. I am so thrilled and honored to be here. I really hope you enjoy this video on Scorpio. If you do, I would so love for you to follow my YouTube channel, email me, contact me on social media, whatever. It has been a pleasure and an honor. Mwah!
Scorpio stereotypes. They're really stubborn and really like sex.
Strong-willed or stubborn or a little bit bossy and controlling, maybe. I don't know.
Aggressive, internalized, and quick to strike.
A scorpion reminds me of a sting, and a phoenix reminds me of something coming of new.
That means that they are also fiercely loyal and like have a lot of gumption and stick-to-itiveness.
That's what I would say when I think of Scorpios.
Hi everyone, welcome to this installment of Embrace Your Scorpio. Now I'm going to dispel a little myth right here, right now. There are some of you recoiling going, oh, I don't have that. Well, you do. We all have every sign within us. If you think you don't have it, you have it. So you might want to listen and try to grasp it and pull it in and see where it is going on in your life. This is going to be interactive and it's going to come in layers. So this isn't going to be the only video. This is going to be the first of a few because I want you to be able to take some of this information in and digest it and watch some things going on in your life. Maybe some characteristics you're doing, maybe some things you weren't really paying attention to that this brings up for you. I hope that this is helpful for you. So let's dive in. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. What is that really? It's just a zodiac sign, and there are 12 zodiac signs that go on throughout the year, and they all encompass a bunch of characteristics or qualities. They're either dominant in us or they're not, but they each play a role. So where is your Scorpio playing out right now, and how are you embracing it? On the gut level, this energy, this Scorpio sign is about survival and about surviving some deep, dark things that we all have happened to us in our lives. That and also the feelings that encompass those. It's a very psychic and intuitive sign, and we'll get more into that later and what exactly that means. But the base is survival, and if that survival is being threatened, it will strike. You know, we all do that somehow. We all come after people. We all get defensive. That is what this is about, and it's about learning how to negotiate it and making it a power in our life. Therefore, the process we are all going through when it comes to this piece of us is going from control versus trust. So pause here, take a minute, stop and think. What about your life are you trying to control? What are you not trusting? Yourself, other people, the whole world? Do you really have any power there? If you're trying to control it, take a step back, push pause, stop and think. What are those situations? We all have situations somewhere where we feel fear, anger, jealousy, frustrations. We've all been in a situation where we have been scared or we felt jealous about something and we're told not to, yet come to find out we should have followed our own instinct. So these are very real feelings, and they have come to us through our life for really real reasons. What we do when we come across these feelings again is we try to control them. We try to control the situation, the people, ourselves, the outcome, instead of maybe taking a breath and allowing whatever to come and trusting that process, and mostly trusting ourselves that we'll be okay in the process with whatever the outcome is. There isn't a sign out there that gets a more extreme reaction than Scorpio. And I wouldn't even call it a love-hate reaction. I call it more a hate/defensive reaction, because a lot of people know they have it in them. They know it's a dominant energy. They know it as their sun sign, and it's continually being attacked by others. And so they don't really understand it or understand how to embrace it or to work with it. And it's difficult to really embrace something in you when you don't understand it, or you, quite frankly, haven't looked at that piece of you. But what I find the most interesting people, these are the people that are both and. They are the people that both have an extreme negative, ooh, I hate that sign reaction to Scorpio. You know, they do the, I can either feel it or I know their chart. And it's a dominant energy in them. And that's when I, as a person that I am, do a little Scorpio evil giggle laugh, because I sit back and I think, right, you hate it, but you got it. Not only do you got it, it's dominant in you. Now, there's some that it's not. There's some that it's not. Usually when you get a strong reaction to a sign, you've had a really ugly experience with it, or most what I find most is that it's pretty dominant in you. Stop and take a ponder on that. What is your reaction to the Scorpio sign and all it encompasses? How do you react to that? What does that mean? So what is Scorpio exactly? Well, it's a zodiac sign. It's one of 12, and it's a list. It's a list of stereotypes, of qualities, certain characteristics people encompass that we all have, and some display them more than others. Let's run the stereotype characteristics of Scorpio. Let's run some words right now. Pretty intense, huh? We're gonna run them one more time, and I want you to take pause, and write them down. Write a few down that are speaking to you. What's jumping out at you? What do you feel like maybe you're struggling with right now as you see those displayed on the screen? What I find most interesting about Scorpio is this, as I really sat and pondered it. We have 12 zodiac signs that encompass one full year. They are each dedicated to a certain time of the year. And only one out of 12 is dedicated to the underworld, death, Hades, a lot of these really strong emotions. Is that crazy or what? Only one out of 12. I find that very symbolic of the world and how willing we are as a society and culture to accept some of these characteristics, like anger, judgment, being really passionate about stuff, hatred, frustration, judgment. The world teaches us these are not okay to feel. How many times as young children were we upset or crying and we were told to calm down, don't cry? We're taught that they're not okay. And I think that's very descriptive of our world. It gives us a pretty good understanding when only 1 out of 12 signs is dedicated to them, how willing we are to really have them in our life. So my question is this: why are we only using some of the tools in our toolbox? We've been given a ton. It's kind of like trying to hang a picture in our house with only a hammer, but we don't get a nail. The nail's not okay. We have to hang the picture some other way, with string maybe, or a tack. A tack probably is kind of like a nail, so probably couldn't use that either. These are all valuable. And this has become a passion of mine as I've moved through my life and experienced things in my life, is really looking at people and understanding that most of us are bottling up a lot of these emotions. We're only using part of the tools we have. We're not using all of them. I understand that some of them are scary or uncomfortable. And I even like sometimes when people start crying or get angry, kind of go back. We try to make it comfortable for them. We try to take those emotions away. We try to make it okay. We try to keep them back here in the shadow. They're there. They're building. And unfortunately, we even shame people a lot for feeling them, for feeling anger or judgment. We shame them. Well, if that's what you're putting out in the world, then that's what you're going to receive back. Okay, that's a load of crap. We all feel it. We all have these feelings. So let's bring them together. Let's bring them into ourselves and encompass them all and learn how to use them to create a better us, to create better relationships with others, and to create a better world. So why? Why do we do this? Why don't we want to see them? We were born with all of them. They must serve a spiritual purpose somehow. And that's what I want to get into through these videos. That's really what I want to dive deep into. I want to make this super clear. This is not ever about hurting yourself or someone else. Ever, ever. This is about learning how to negotiate these feelings, bring these in, really honor them to create a different feeling through them. Not ignoring them, because when we ignore, they erupt. Boom. And I've done that plenty of times in my life, and I've seen people do that plenty of times in their life. I've really noticed as I've worked with myself, and that's why it's such a passion for me, because I've done it with myself first, and then my kids, my family, people around me. And I found that as we do this, as society does this, as I allow the grocery store clerk to be frustrated, what it does is it makes this, so if we have a band here, it takes this band, and here we are in these happy, positive, which all serve a purpose. What bringing in some of these Scorpio qualities does for us, and accepting them, is it creates this bandwidth. It creates this ever-growing stream between us of both sides, of both opposites, of every feeling. And as we do that, we can feel love, compassion, forgiveness, peace, positivity, finding the silver lining. All of those things, they grow and they tend to start thriving. And then you feel the anger and the jealousy, and you're able to look at it and go, wait, why? What's underneath this? What's going on? So that's what this is going to be about. This Scorpio series, this Embrace Your Scorpio series, is how do we take some of these harsher, maybe uglier emotions that people have and become more balanced human beings through honoring them. Because that's what Scorpio is, that control to trust. We want to survive. It's a survival instinct. How can we do that without controlling? Through trusting and honoring the whole. This week, what I want for you to do, I want you to keep a tablet with this, and I want you to really pay attention, like maybe get that little thing going in your head. In situations, am I trying to control this, or am I trying to trust it? Kind of track that in yourself. How's that going for you? Where do you lay more? Do you lay more on the controlling or the trusting, in the middle? I mean, there's a gambit, right? Then I kind of want you to pay a little bit of attention to what feelings you're bottling up, maybe. Don't do anything with them. Just become aware of them. Just look at them. Oh, I felt judgment. Okay, don't judge them. Don't judge judgment. Funny. And then I want you to just ponder this. Just ponder what I'm about to say. What can anger get me? Okay, what can anger get you? What can it get me? It can get you out of a relationship with a person that is no longer serving your best interest. Really getting mad and feeling that and being like, I'm done. It starts that process for you, that anger. But if you're keeping it over here, you can't even see it. You just know you're bugged. And then bam, there it goes. Or how about judgment? Judgment's one of those, we're told not to judge, don't judge. Well, guess what? We all judge. We all judge in the first seconds of everything. But let's think about this. Judgment can get you out of a dangerous situation. It can literally save your behind. That's not the word I was thinking, but that's what it literally can save. It can save you. Judgment, judging a situation, judging maybe I shouldn't do this. Those are just a few of the things I want you to start tracking in your system, paying attention to, maybe taking, 5 minutes at night journaling about what you've seen. And then we will start again next week, and we'll dive deeper, and we'll start giving more instruction and how to do this, how it can help us, what some of these look like in real life. I hope you have a fabulous day, and please follow me on Facebook. I do have an Instagram, susan.j.farmer. These will all be listed. My Facebook is Susan Jensen Farmer, and my YouTube channel is Susan Jensen Farmer. I know I'm going to do a promotion here in a minute. I'm trying to figure out what that giveaway is going to be. So please keep watching, like my channel. It's kind of scary, but I'm doing it. Mwah! Have a great day.